and of Dawn for game number 2.
Oh, it's going to be a tough game here for Team Haq. Any little mistake can be punished by the Homeboys with strong engage tools, but is it enough? It's going to have to be played mechanically sound for Team Haq on the blue side up against the Homeboys on match point on the red side.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the spell. Sapad, what are you using? Petrify. Okay.
Good.
There's a very potential first blood getting from Sapad. Using the Petrify, using the knock up from Yuzong as well. So we can see right now, nothing much is gonna go on in terms of the early stages. Both jungler is gonna get their own farming. But I want to talk about the lead game potential here. Is it similar? Because both have both marksmen. The junglers, Fanny versus Paquito, I would say quite 50-50 as well.
Here's the thing.
Frontliner.
When I'm looking at scaling, I think Homeboys have got that in the bag. They've got a lot of just strong heroes who scale for the later stages of the game. Bang is going to be good early and as well as late game. Depending on what is built, the mid game could be a little iffy. Chibi, I'm guessing, is building full damage. I have no doubt about that. Little Wander, not even going to be a contestation, but it's still obtained by Gary so far. Personally, I think when it comes down to the biggest factor, it's going to be Lola, right? He needs to do some work. He needs to pull Homeboys away from their main targets by just split pushing throughout the game.
I wonder who is his target right now using the Thunderclap. I'm guessing it's going to be Bang, but speaking of Bang...
Oh! Jungler Impact Gary instantly following up on Min.
Yeah, those Spell Vamp coming from the Festival of Blood is really working really well in the early stages. I feel like there's a flicker was used by Min in order to get away from Zakus just now. So a wasted skill, but hey, it's gonna be pop up again later on. As we can see, the turtle is gonna spawn in 4 seconds. The next battle should be on the turtle side right now.
Yep, you can see the rotations coming in from the Homeboys. Team Haq still playing for their win condition, making sure that this Beatrix is going to have a good time. Sapad unfortunately can't do much against Lola. Unlike most matchups, nobody really has 3 life bars, but Lola now attacking Chibi so far. Black Dragon form coming up as Min is trying to slow down Zakus for that peel. Sapad gets on top of Mon, doesn't use that Petrify. Oh, actually does! Lands it! Mon ends up dying! Homeboys find one perfectly, delaying that Petrify, catching Team Haq off guard.
Just a very good understanding from Sapad, delaying those team fight, delaying those Petrify a bit, and getting the kill of Mon. Not only that, but Chibi, the timing of Retribution was super on point, securing the first turtle. And as we've mentioned in game number 1, each neutral objective taken by Homeboys is gonna definitely increase their goal lead bit by bit. As we can see right now, on the 3-minute mark, Homeboys enjoying a bit of a goal momentum right now.
Yeah, and honestly, Homeboys, they want to accelerate. If we're looking at the sub-emblems so far, nothing seems too out of the ordinary. Hufra, do you personally take a lot of cooldowns for him? Because I do think that it would have been nice if he just maxed out on either armor or magic resist, particularly armor in this case.
I mean, if you're like me, you can hit all those Tyrant's Revenge, all those Tyrant's Revenge, why not? If you can't, better take those physical or magical resistance.
Well, here we go. Zakus now getting pulled back in by the Fatal Links, combo perfectly by Pandas. Bennett's Rage. Chibi finds one back, however, onto Man. Both sides pull away. An even trade to even out the gold. Gary now getting his first item, the Hunter's Strike, in his pocket.
Yeah, Man is not having the greatest of time in the early stages right now. 2 death in the 4th minute mark. Gotta step up a bit in terms of how he can farm up his item. First of all, Chibi.
Oh, he's just going right into there. The getaway from you is already down. Gary doesn't want to mess with it. He can't walk it, especially in a choke point. But Homeboys, they might re-engage on this point. Zakus not getting close enough to Man. Man playing it well, using his Abyssal Traps for that information. And great game sense so far. But bottom lane, highly contested with 7 seconds on the clock for Turtle.
Yeah, looking at Panda and Ane, it's a different game right now in terms of the gold lean stage right now. Panda enjoying a bit of farming, I would say, comparison to game number 1, where he doesn't have the amount of space in order to farm up his item. But as we can see, second turtle is gonna go on the side of Homeboys. Really objective focused right now, objective orientated. Even though they're not getting much of the kills, but the objective is being taken by them bit by bit.
I think it was perfect timing by the Homeboys as well, because they knew for a fact that Gary needed his purple buff. They didn't have to walk over there to know exactly what time, because their own purple buff spawned, and they were like, okay, Gary started on purple buff at level 1. He's going to be there right now. If we rush this down, Gary won't be here to contest.
Yeah, and bit by bit, look at the goal lead right now. 1k goal lead already. 2 turtles down. No turret's been taken down yet. A 2 for 2 in terms of kill. In terms of itemization right now, as you mentioned, Hunter Strike on Gary, Enchanted Talisman being picked up by Bang. Increasing, or not increasing, my bad, just delaying a bit of the cooldown reduction is gonna be really helpful right now.
Oh man, he got caught out. Zakas played that perfectly. Bouncing ball, didn't even need a flicker to catch him off, and man, he can't do much there once he's caught.
Yeah, I feel like Man again, just gotta be more careful in terms of his positioning. But right now, Gary,
ooh, getting chunked out, and this is why people pick Paquito against the Fanny. Fanny doesn't have a lot of health, and Chibi is building full damage as they take control of this jungle here. This could be a potential dive on the bottom side. Even Panda, he's a little nervous. Zakas, he wants to follow up here as they look to get on top of Min. GB, unfortunately, unable to finish him off. They shove away Panda. They guarantee a tier 1.
I like how Homebois is playing this game number 2 right now. Focusing on the objective, focusing on Anip's farming right now, looking at over and over again the rotation, helping Anip a lot right now. Level 8 for Anip, level 7 for Panda. In terms of gold lead, I'm pretty sure Anip is enjoying a bit amount of gold lead in terms of itemization as well. So it's gonna really help Anip out in terms of how he's gonna achieve his power spike early on. But right now, Sapat is gonna get caught out.
Oh, he's trying to clear this wave. Is he gonna use the Black Dragon form just yet? As the cutthroat comes on through, immediately Black Dragon form, nicely timed by Sapat to deny the dive. Team Haq tries to play across the map, but this is going to deny them the turtle almost straight away. Mid lane now getting shoved in. This is gonna be a scary situation here, because if any of the members of Homebois dies, well, they don't. Turtle guaranteed. They back away. Play for topside as the lane swap.
Triple threat turtle is gonna be taken by Homebois, increasing their goal lead even further, almost achieving 3k goal lead. Although the kills are not that high, but man, it's not looking good for Team Haq right now. They desperately need Man to do something right now. At least hit one of his Abyssal Arrow, or Min landing those Fatal Link. But again, just a bit of passiveness from Team Haq right now.
Oh, Min and Man, both literally at the exact same amount of gold right now. That is tough to watch. And I think if we bring up the items, I'm pretty sure Man actually took the dire hit at some point of time. On him, now getting attacked by Lola as Chibi is going to shove him out. 2 health bars. Zakas lands the initial engagement. This dive, so clean, so smooth. You don't even need a dishwasher anymore to take him out as Team Haq plays to the bottom side. They're going to trade a tower for a tower. Tier 2 falls as the rest of the Homebois continue their assault. They rotate towards mid.
I feel like that's the only thing that Team Haq can do for now, which is split push, try to get as much as neutral objective, neutral turrets as they can in order to space out themselves and return back the gold lead that is being enjoyed by Homebois right now. But Homebois, again, Chibi, a silent game, but a very silent, deadly game right now. Just farming off his item, getting those kills, and just stopping Gary at his will.
Oh, Black Shoes already popped out by Bang. Gary wants to commit to this kill. Sees Sapat, tries to back away. Min, again, great peel so far for Team Haq as the Homebois back away. That could have been a disaster for Bang.
Ooh, Min did not use the opportunity to catch anyone out with the Fatal Link. I feel like he's waiting for a better opportunity, a better moment, but then again, if you're waiting for the perfect moment, it's not gonna come often. So you gotta use those Fatal Links, I would say immediately, and just try to pick up someone at least, because Team Haq desperately needs something right now.
Yeah, and they find the initial catch. Can they actually touch him? Yes, he does. He's so low. Can they actually jump in? No. But Zakas, he gets pulled back into the team fight, and now this is baiting out for something more. Min left to dry out as Sabat's Black Dragon form shoves them away. Gary, they're so low. This could be his moment right here as Zakas getting right over the Tyrant's Revenge, trying to jump on the right target. Sabat zones them out. They find Lola. Chibi jumps for Panda. He hits the Abyssal Arrow. Can they protect him? They circle around as the shot residue keeps him alive. Gary going crazy with the steel cables, finds one, and they back off some more. It is going to be a 1-for-0 trade. Lola, come on, you can cancel it. Walk in. No, he gets away. So far, a big win for Team Haq.
You would say big win, but then again, Homebois played out that perfectly. I would say how they space out, how they protect each other. It could have gotten so bad for Homebois, because not just one, I feel like 2 to 3, 4 members of them had a low HP, and Gary could just wipe them all out. But then again, the protection coming from Chibi, coming from Zakus, as well as Sapat, just protecting one and another, and not allowing Gary to just, using his steel cable at his will right there. I feel like Homebois got out of there with just a bit of injury, just a little bit right there.
Well, speaking of injury, this could be the disaster right here. Min getting away with the connection so far. The perfect match makes him go through. Lola, he's able to take the damage. He's not too concerned about this, but the rest of the Homeboys, they're actually pressing on. The conceal being used. Zach is missing the catch onto Gary so far, as both teams are dancing around this Lord, hoping that one makes that mistake.
I feel like my head is spinning around because one is going in, one is backing away from the team fight. But right now, the Lord is going to be taken down by Homeboys. Min!
Oh, bang! He's so close, but GB secures the Lord. They find the kill onto Min so far, and now Lola left to dry on out. Subpa ends up dying as he zones away with the Black Dragon form, and now they trade 2, 3, 4, 1 in favor of the Homeboys.
At what cost, Gideon? Yes, you got Sapat, but Homeboys was the victor of that team fight, getting those 3 kills, as well as the Lord right there was super on point. I felt like Min, I'm not sure he managed to pull off the Fatal Link or not, because I did not see the animation right there.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw him charging it up. It could have been cancelled by Anip dashing forward with the getaway, or potentially from Zakas, maybe even Chibi. It was a tough situation, very chaotic, but I think, you know, after Team Haq winning that initial team fight and getting a top tier 1 tower, Homeboys, they bite back so hard. And we look at the item so far, yes, it is a dire hit coming out of Mon, but he has no second item. Like, I think it was 7 minutes 50 seconds when he got that Clock of Destiny, so he is in not good position.
Yeah, not only that, and Anip enjoying a 1 item lead over Panda right now is not good for Team Haq right now. 6k gold lead, a lot is on the top lane, and Homeboys is just gonna press on forward right now.
Yep, Lord getting taken away. This Team Haq chips it down slowly here. They're trying to stop this. And down on bottom side, we see that Gary is clearing the waves as soon as possible. Chibi might be looking to match after Litho Wanderer. Gary, he should be able to get on out of there, but now not showing presence. He will recall after. Oh no, actually wanted to take the fight. KO strike from Chibi looking good. This 1v1's looking amazing as Gary gets everything down. Gary managing to get away. He needs some recall right now. Zakas, he can punish. He shows up. Yes, the bouncing ball is going to deny him space, and now Chibi can get in for free. That is going to be a good, beautiful play from the Homeboys.
What a play from Homeboys. I felt like Gary could have just recalled back because the distance from their Tyrant's Revenge was not enough, but then again, the bouncing ball did enough to stop Gary from going back and allowing Homeboys getting those important kills. So, Team Haq, even if they want to go for the split push, gotta be really, really careful right now.
Yup, I definitely think that for Gary, he pressed F right there. He was just like, press F to fight, and he wanted to go in. He needed to, honestly, it could just be like an ego thing. It's tough to say, but Homeboys will get this tier 2. Oh, the damage on him, actually dropping his ult really early there. If that Abyssal Arrow extended, that could have been a kill, but so far, Homeboys just taking the objectives, pulling on backwards. As Gary getting into the middle of that fight. He's scared of Zakas, and a good call, but Min could look to re-engage. He finds one onto Zakas. Can they secure this kill? The Black Dragon form is going to deny. Immortality keeps him alive. Gary can't finish off the kill. He's stuck with the Petrify, and now Min dies to the Shah residue, leaving the rest to dry. 3 for 1, falling into Homeboys, all for Zakas.
Not looking good for Team Haq right there. Again, picking off 1, but letting go 3 of your members is not good in those team fight right there. Homeboys just securing, just how they play out those team fight is really, really good. Zakus being the sole, I would say, not survivor, but the sole, what's the word I'm looking for? Tank sacrifice.
Sacrifice, got you.
Giving a lot of space for Homeboys right there. Look at Sapai, he can just use the Black Dragon form to go onto the back line. Anip popping off the damage, popping off those pop-back damage is super, super beneficial for them right now.
Oh boy, it feels like a repeat here. Now Gary can't challenge GB at all. GB instantly walks up to the wave and says, I'm gonna take this real quick. I'll put you in the bag later. Don't worry, the body bag is coming.
Yeah, he knows that Gary doesn't have the energy to go back, so let me clear the wave first, and then let me clear your life in the next move. But right now, speaking of the next move, Homeboys looking to end with this 1 push.
I think this is going to be checkmate here. They find the initial engage tool on Min. He's down, and Lowa's trying his best to peel it off, but Sumpot doesn't care. Lowa not. He's finding 1. Gets a Petrify onto Panda. They already trade. Sumpot goes down to Immortality, but an 11k goal lead.